This is Eric Posable, another Body Morph Pros exclusive here at the 2015 NPC Mike Matarazzo Muscle Classic, here with men's overall and super heavyweight winner Brandon Beckrich and All Max athlete Brandon Beckrich. How you feeling right now, bud?
I feel great. I do. I feel amazing. It's been a while since I've done a regional show and got a big win. I've got plenty of seconds, but not a whole lot of firsts and not a lot of overalls either. So it meant a lot to me coming into the Mike Matarazzo Classic, and taking on the first. It's nice. It feels great.
Let's backtrack a little bit. 2014 Nationals.
Junior Nationals?
I'm sorry, Junior Nationals.
Yeah.
Stand corrected.
Yep.
Look good.
Yep.
You look like a different person.
Yeah.
Way bigger. Your lats are wider, which I know you got a knock on was the taper. Lats are way wider. Legs are always ridiculous. Arms have come up. Back is thicker.
Yeah.
A year of hard work in the gym, obviously paying off.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about kind of what's been going on.
It's always the same. It's always the same process. No matter what my placing is, no matter what my positioning is, in the sport, it's always progress, and that's always my priority. So a placing isn't going to stop me from moving forward in terms of my physique. And every year it's an assessment. When I do a show, I listen to what's being said. I look at my physique, and I make a conscious effort every time I go into the gym to build up that body part. And everything has its purpose, So every year I'm a little bit more meticulous about my training. I'm a little bit more conscious about it, and the results have been paying off. And I'm open-minded, so I'm trying new things with training and different variables, and training like a big boy, going a little bit heavier. So nutrition's always evolving. Yep. So it's all coming together. I'm getting older and doing it longer.
Well, and you look at, I've gone to enough national level shows. It seems like guys are forgetting to train legs. And, I mean, obviously you don't. Your legs are huge. They're shredded to the bone. But it's nice to see guys, still doing the ass to the grass, front squats, heavy back squats. I mean, you're one of those guys, even you had a minor kind of a setback with it was a hamstring, right?
Yeah, it was an IT band.
Okay, that's
yeah,
what it was.
I had fiber tears, yeah.
Okay.
But it was enough to send me back for a while.
But you're in there, still banging the heavy weights and doing the heavy work on the legs.
Yeah, I mean, you have your injuries and you have your setbacks, and it's like I preach to everybody. If you have a setback, you have to work around it, and you need to know when you can push and when you have to scale back, because inevitably you're going to make it worse. And you can use an ego and try to push through it, but that's only going to prolong the injury and make it worse down the road. And you're not going to have progress with half-ass workouts, right? So
let's talk a little bit about dieting. You're bigger, you're carrying more muscle than you were. How much harder is it now to diet and eat? I mean, because you're way bigger than you were a year ago. So is the diet different?
It is. I actually eating this time. Last year for Nationals, I think the last 5 weeks I might have been at 1,200 calories. Maybe, and I was doing 2 hours of cardio.
A lot of people don't understand that, because 1,200 calories. Well, I have 1,200 calories, but you're a huge dude.
You're 250 pounds and 1,200 calories. It's like less than survival.
It's like 3 meals.
Yeah, so I was basically doing protein and vegetables. I did 0 carbs for 5 weeks. My fats were at 30 grams. Like, my body was shutting down, and it was all because I was trying to get shredded glutes. And in turn, I strung out. My body became stringy, and I sacrificed a ton of muscle. And on the other hand, I was also unhealthy, so everything was bad. So I pretty much vowed never to do that again. So I'm eating a lot more. I'm doing a lot more cardio, but I'm eating more, and that's kept my fullness, and it's kept more muscle mass. So I'm just one of those individuals, unfortunately, that has to do 2 hours of cardio a day. But if it means me staying fuller and harder, then I don't care.
You're a thick-skinned white guy like I was, and unfortunately, it takes a lot of cardio and a lot of fish.
Right, exactly.
It sucks ass.
It does suck ass, yeah. I hate people that have shredded glutes all the time. Michael Lockett.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, did you see his back video?
I hate it.
And he's such a cool guy, too, which makes it worse.
You can't even be mad at him. Just hate his genetics.
So, I mean, coming into this, knowing that you needed to requalify, was this 100% effort?
It wasn't 100% effort, but I also went come into the show not knowing who was going to show up. I don't think of myself as anything crazy or anything big, and I don't listen to hype on the internet. It's nice to hear people compliment, but at the end of the day, they're not judges, and it's not Miami, so it doesn't freaking matter.
But if you didn't win this, you weren't going to Miami anyway.
That pretty much was what I was telling myself. Honestly, if I can't win a regional show with like a 90%,
you shouldn't be in Miami anyway.
I shouldn't even be trying to go. Exactly. So it feels good. I came in here with the intention on winning an overall, like anybody should, but I also didn't underestimate the competition. So, I was just fortunate to be the best guy here tonight. And there's a lot of guys here that worked really hard, and they looked really good and stuff. Especially
the Russian dude was shredded.
He was definitely shredded.
Nicola.
I think he was pissed. because he didn't shake my hand when I.
Actually, I talked to him. He was a really nice guy.
He's super nice.
He's really humble.
We talked a lot.
Obviously, I think he wanted to win, but
we talked a lot before the overall. Yeah. So afterwards, he didn't have much to say. I was like, okay, sorry, man.
I think it's, in the heat of the moment, sometimes it sucks losing.
I don't think into it too much, but it was funny. Yeah.
So we got nationals in 2 weeks, and I know you're the kind of guy that's going to go right back to the plan, right?
I'm going to cardio tonight.
Yeah. So that's just the way it is.
Yeah, it has to be. There's everybody else is working hard. They didn't have a show tonight. They requalified already, so it's my problem, not theirs. So
we talk about how dark your tan is.
I'm going to be getting spray tanned in Miami, so it won't be an issue. But man, this is like 6 coats. When I read your,
I look about as dark as you right now, and I didn't tan at all.
I feel like an asshole. Like, I hope they didn't think I didn't put any effort into it.
Well, this is what's funny is when you came back tonight, I saw he redid his tan. When you went up on stage, I'm like, where the hell did his tan go?
Right? It looks dark when I'm in these lights. I look like fucking Casper up there. It's terrible.
Funny.
So I'll be better in Miami. I promise. Yeah, I'll make sure.
You got the pros down there that know what they're doing. Let's talk a little bit about Allmax. I know they've been in your corner. I know they're a huge part of your sponsorship and prep.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I've been with Allmax for 4 years. They've had my back. They don't pressure me to do shows. I didn't have a great showing last year, and they still were like, it's okay. They like me for me. What I do for the company, what I bring to the table, and if I win, they're super proud of me. They're proud of me anyway. Like, they're proud of me either way. And they really are. They're like a family to me. And our family is my son Jackson and my fiance Carly. It's like we're Allmax junkies in our house. So I love them, and I hope that. Hope I'm with him for a long, long time.
I know it's late, but did you get to call Jax yet, or is that?
He's here.
Oh, is he? I didn't even see him.
Oh yeah, he's here, man. He I freaking was in tears because he comes out and he gives me a big hug and he's crying.
Yeah. People that don't have kids don't get that.
They don't.
Yeah,
they don't.
It's a moment.
It was. So I'm getting choked up thinking about it again. But yeah, that was by far the best part of my night was having him here because the first time he see me compete. He saw me compete a couple years ago, and I didn't place the juniors, and so he was upset, but just a different kind of feeling.
Now is this past his normal bedtime?
Yeah,
it's like 10:30 right now.
Yeah, it's like 10:30. It's not too bad. But on the weekend he'll
be out in the car though.
Yeah, probably.
You look awesome. We're gonna get you to take the shirt off and hit some poses so we can see what the overall looks like.
Sure.
So you look awesome, man. We're gonna throw you a Matarazzo t-shirt.
Awesome.
You might need 2 of them. You might have to sew them together though. What are you like a 4X?
I was like, is this for me to like?
So giving a little love to Mike Matarazzo.
Yeah.
You've been around the sport as long as we have. He's an idol.
He definitely is. One of the first times I went out to California, actually, obviously going to the Mecca. Ed Connors, Ed Connors, everybody knows Ed, and he knew that I was a big fan of Mike Matarazzo, so I had stayed out of this place in Venice for like 5 or 6 days, and surprised me on the phone. He's like, I also want to talk to somebody. I'm like, oh, okay, like, who the hell am I talking to? And I got on the phone, Mike Matarazzo, and I'm like 24, 25. I'm like, what? And so we talked for probably a good 30 minutes. And he gave me a ton of good advice, and he was like, I saw your pictures, and he's like, you've got so much potential as a young man, and this and that. It was very encouraging. And, at such a young age in my career, it was enlightening, and it's something I won't forget.
He's one of the coolest guys.
He really was.
He guest posed at the first show I ever competed at, and I remember pumping up backstage, looking at him and being like, shit, that's a big man.
It's a big dude, yeah.
Like his calves, like he looked okay. He did like 2 chest presses. It was like, poof, it just exploded.
Yeah, he was massive. And what an amazing physique, aesthetic with mass. It's the best of everything. It's kind of the image and the physique that I try to aim for is that, like Mike Matarazzo and those kinds. So it was awesome. It's a real honor to win the overall and the most muscular the first year of the show.
And I know that 2 weeks you got nationals, but next week you're going to be doing a little guest posing up in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Up at the Pride of the Midwest, right?
Yeah.
So, people can come see you out there. It's
Yeah,
in Kenosha. It's not far from here. It's about 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
So that's.
Yeah, I'll be out there guest posing. I'm super excited. It's a first-year show for them. A lot of them is, just supporting the Midwest athletes up and coming. So, yeah, it's a real honor to be up there and be a part of that as well for the first time.
Well, Brandon, you're an awesome guy. I've always been a big fan of yours. Congratulations again. We're going to be doing some training videos with this monster, so stay tuned. Until then, Brandon Beckrich winning the 2015 NPC Mike Matarazzo Memorial Classic here at in Chicago, Illinois. We'll see this guy at Nationals and at the Pride next week. Until then, congratulations again. And this has been Eric Posable, another Body Morph Pros exclusive. See you guys later.